the culture in this program is great. When you first come in, everybody is so welcoming, and it's just so, I don't know, it's a feeling that you don't get usually.
Okay, the one thing that I can't live without here is probably the team. Like the girls, they make it worth it.
Okay, that's scary.
There's honestly no words to describe just how unique and how special this team is. Just like one big family.
The culture is just, you want to win, you want to do good, but everybody wants everybody to win. No one's left behind.
And audio rolls.
Phase 2. Maddie Wilds.
Ethan.
Can you just talk a little bit about broadly what the culture is like?
It's like we're a bunch of sisters, honestly. I don't know. It's so easy, honestly. Nothing's forced. We don't have to talk about our culture almost. It's just there. And before games, that's when we do gratitudes just to like ease the mood, make it more laid back and not so serious and like a lot of pressure.
We just get to take that time to like pause, even though like the adrenaline is rushing through us. It's nice to just pause and just remember why we're here and that we get to play volleyball and that we get to be here together.
A lot of times we'll do gratitudes, and that's always something that I had never thought of doing before a game, but it really kind of gets your mind right and sets you for not playing for yourself, but playing for the girl next to you and playing for your team.
Mine is Tess, because she's just always there for me. I know I can always go to her.
Makes me love the sport even more because I just love seeing all your sweet little faces.
I do see y'all, whatever way I'm feeling is always elevated.
Oh, mine is in tears, full of tears.
Mine is just the team. I just love hanging out with you guys, and I don't know, I just never get tired of it because we're always together. But I just
walking to the camp, we own that one table, and I know that y'all are gonna be there every single time. So I just really appreciate y'all.
I would just say everyone's so bought in to what our goals are, and everyone understands like the struggles that each of us go through being a college athlete. And I just think that's so special because I could go to every single one of these girls and tell them my biggest fear or just the best friend of my day or anything like that. So it's just incredible to have a big family like this.
To nurture our culture, we spend a lot of time with each other off the court because, you spend a lot of time on the court, but it's not the same as getting to know a person one-on-one or outside of the court.
Many of the things that we do out of volleyball, I never was a coffee person until I met my roommates. And so we go get coffee at least 3 times a week. Anything that we feel like we need somebody to go with, we just text a teammate and we go, so. It's crazy to think that 3.5 years ago, I didn't know many of these people, and now I can't imagine my life without them.
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is witnessing young women compete and find themselves on the court, but then also in life. Like, we're gonna win a lot of games, but I look forward to that moment when I look in a kid's eyes and I see that, like, oh, she gets it. Like, volleyball is just a part of this journey.
What was your lowest moment here?
My lowest moment was probably those first 2 years of my collegiate volleyball career. Coming from high school where I was probably the best player on the team, and coming here and all 19 other girls were that same way. They were the best player on their team. It was really kind of like a mindset shift.
I think most players struggle with going from high school to college because you're not getting as much playing time. My freshman year, I barely touched the court here, and it was tough.
The biggest thing that I've learned, and that's just been such a mindset shift for me, is coming in as a freshman, like just battling through those mental struggles of, and now it's a whole new game and it's a whole new atmosphere.
It made me feel like maybe I wasn't good enough to do it. It was a rough year.
Once I realized that my role was different than what I was used to, then I had to grow as a person and as a player. So that meant putting all that I had in practice to make sure that, you know, the starting player was getting pushed when she was in a game, she was benefiting the team. I think now, as a captain, when I see those players, I know what they're going through. I know how to not let them get into the state that I was at, because when you get in that state mentally, it affects you as a person as well.
For me last year, like, there was a big mindset shift of taking the focus off of myself and worrying about what I'm doing and how I'm playing and putting it on other people.
Now, being a captain and the sixth rotation outside, it's definitely worth it. I love it. It's just something you kind of have to go through. You have to think about the team first. You can't be selfish when it comes to college sports.
It was difficult to try to figure it out, but once I did, being able to figure out my role in the team and being able to support and encourage my teammates where I was needed was really good. Like, it helped me grow a lot, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without those first 2 years.
It's game day. We're playing Belmont. We're super excited and we're ready to kick some butt. Is that good enough? We're going on a bear hunt, baby.
Charges on 3, 1, 2, 3. Rotate.
You can't manage this, can't break this, boy, I'm funded. Gotta keep my distance when you not 100, Don't be single, say they love you, late and funny, You can't match my energy, and yeah, you know it,
Everyone in the gym is so competitive, and I'm really competitive. So, like, having those games to where we can compete and have fun at the same time and build each other up is probably my favorite part.
I want that ring so bad, literally so bad. I can't even express how much it would mean to me. Like, it would just be proof, and we would just show it off to everyone, the rest of the conference, the school. Oh, I'd flex that thing.
Yes, I meant it. Yeah, man, I went too cold.
So my goal is to win the conference tournament and to make the NCAA tournament. And not just one time, but year after year after year. I want people to know that Trevecca Volleyball is the premier D2 program. In 2019, we were so close to winning that quarterfinal match. We lost in 5. And I looked at those players in the eyes and I said, if you're here again, you're not gonna lose this game because you felt this, you've done this before. And then the next time we were there, same place, almost same personnel, and we won. And so this year we made it back and we made it to the conference championship. We fell short, but the same thing in that locker room. I looked at them all in the eyes and I said to the returners, we will be back and we will win it. And I think that clicks.
I'm usually really good at basketball, but I hurt my ankle tonight, so it's not my best performance. So in case you're watching, disclaimer, I'm usually really good.
How good is Skia's playing?